Alton Towers is a huge theme park with lots of rides and attractions, which gave me the absolutely original idea of making a top 10 rides at Alton Towers list. Like I said, original. And if you want to see this, but for another park like Thorpe or even Blackpool, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to not miss them. So getting straight into this, at the number 10 spot is Spinball Wizard. It has a decent layout with some pretty intense sections. It spins. Oh yeah, you can see Dr. Eggman. My problem with this ride is that it can be a little bit rough in some more intense sections. The theming is par at best, and in a park like Alton Towers, it doesn't stand a chance against other rides, such as Nemesis Subterra. Well, it's in the number 9 spot. Now, don't be fooled by the position of this ride. It's a great attraction. I love that there's actors in there, in some places anyway. I love all the effects, the story, the atmosphere is great. I do think the back punching can be harsh enough I lean forward. I do think the ride drags out during the end, as you go up the lift and running out of the building.
Run.
I've pretty much ended on it every trip to Alton Towers, and after a couple of rides I must say, it's not very re-rideable. It's also not the most intense ride in the world, unlike some of the best launch coasters in the world. You have Red Falls at Portaventura for Island, Top Thrill 2 at Thorpe Park. Let's see the point. Stealth at Thorpe Park. Rita at Alton Towers. Let's run through the layout of Rita. You have a punchy launch, a decent airtime hill, and that's it! The coaster keeps getting rougher the more I go on it, especially in the hail. Like, I got off that ride and I'd suffered physical pain. My head was in pain, my shoulders, my knees, and then my ears. There's nearly any ride theming, and it's just an okay coaster. Please replace it with an interim blitz for heavens above. Someone who's nowhere near the heavens is Emily Alton in a life-size dollhouse which she stole from her daddy, which is in the number 7 spot. The Curse of Alton Manor was new for 2023 and was, without a doubt, the best dark ride in the UK. Sorry you two, your time has come to an end.
Cracking toast, Gromit.
The theme and ambience is definitely top notch. The ride definitely has some good scares here and there. You have some scenes that you wouldn't expect, which are amazing. There are a few dull spots where you just sit in the dark, but apart from that, it is definitely worth a ride. At number 6, it's Galactica. We need to talk about this. The B&M flying coaster sits in the Forbidden Valley area, and because of a certain little ride that's recently opened. Wait, Nemesis got retracked? No way! The ride is just in a world of its own. Wait, that's literally the whole theme of this ride, to take you to different planets. So that kind of defeats my whole idea. Oh. You get what I mean! Another thing to point out is that it looks like an abandoned area. The tunnel's a dirt pit, the break room is just dirty, and the station is the Thorpe Park Shipping Containers XL. On a positive note though, the ride is enjoyable, exciting, a fun ride. Fun, fun, fun! So instead of removing the ride, I would re-theme it like I've said many times. Re-theme. You could theme it to a secret weapon the Phalanx are developing to control Nemesis, but for now, it's in the number 6 spot. If you go down to the woods today, you better not run into the people and drop check the big bob, the bird slashes, so he can try his boat off the beach. At number 13, it's 5. Wait, so now I've got the unfunny comedy out of me. 13 is a good family coaster. Great theming, it's comfortable, the first drop into the helix can be pretty intense, and then you enter the crypt. I'm not going to say what happens inside that building, so basically there's a drop track, but that element is very atmospheric, and the backward section lasts forever. The whole atmosphere of the coaster is arguably one of the best in the park, and it's just a good coaster for Alton Towers. At number 4, we have Oblivion, the world's first vertical drop roller coaster, which isn't actually vertical. So Oblivion. It's a one-drop wonder. People say it's just one drop, and they are right. But that drop is what makes the coaster so good. 180 feet the drop is, and you get to stare down over the drop into the hole. I would also say Oblivion is the most intense coaster at the park, and it's a great coaster for being the world's first dive machine. The Wicker Man is at the number 3 spot. Now this is a GCI wooden family coaster, which definitely doesn't feel like a family coaster. It has great speed, great whippiness, and is very fun. The theming though is what puts it at the number 3 spot. You have the main sculpture, the main piece of theming, the Wicker Man Costa Coffee Shop, Big Bob, which the coaster manoeuvres through 3 times. You also have the pre-show before you enter the station, which is so good. The station is nice and themed, and the whole experience is just incredible. And the night ride on this thing, oh my god. Just missing out on the top spot is the Smiler, the funny ride. There was a record 14 inversions on this ride, and the best part is probably the second airtime hill. The theming is actually pretty good, as well with the marmalizer in the centre of the ride. It's funny how there's 14 inversions on this ride, and I've just gone, the theming looks good. You have a good variety of inversions, you have barrel rolls, dive loops, cobra rolls, the whole lot. It's also smooth in most areas. It is really long, which can be good or bad depending on who you are, but it's a very enjoyable ride. The Smiler is a very good ride, but there's one ride at the park that's absolutely superior to the Laughing Hole Spaghetti Bowl. Gangster Granny the Ride. Nemesis Reborn. New for the year of 2020. This ride is incredible. The coaster, the theming, the atmosphere, everything about it is just incredible. The ride keeps its intensity throughout, and I can just keep riding it over and over and over and over again, and I will still love it. So that is my top 10 rides at Alton Towers. Do you agree? If not, put your top 10 rides in the comment section down below. And if you want to see my full review of Nemesis Reborn, click here. And also subscribe to not miss any future videos.